my talent. So if anything goes wrong, laugh with me. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe Lanny can help. Okay. So this has been such a magical evening. I feel so lucky to be here. Thank you for the honor of speaking tonight. It's awesome. It's been such a joy to meet all of your friends. Thanks, Lanny.
Yeah, Lanny.
This is my assistant, Lanny.
Yes, Lanny.
Thank you, Erwin, Debbie, Roger, and Joan for hosting us. I'm Victoria, and I'm one of Tess and Reed's friends from Stanford. My friendship with Tess was solidified over a shared love of Louisiana cooking, placement in the best section, Section 5, and our passion for rowdy parties, which I think this weekend promises to be. We also lived in the same dorm, Munger, so a far-flung building that was supposed to be a good place to live if you were moving to Palo Alto with a partner. Let's just say only one relationship resulted in a wedding. And while I left school with only my cat Milo, Tess left with Reed. Tonight, I want to share a couple of stories that for me define what it's like to have Tess and Reed as friends. If you spend time on Stanford's campus, you know the easiest way to get around the expansive campus is on a bike. The problem was, I showed up not able to ride one. So at the ripe age of 27, I decided our first week of business school would be the perfect time to learn. Every morning as I wobbled along to class, I'd see cool girl Tess streaming past me, offering words of encouragement. And as I got better at biking and learned to keep up with Tess, we began to ride side by side. I learned that Tess is patient and kind, with a little bit of devil inside her. She'd bike circles around me saying, you'll get there, while convincing me to loosen my death grip on the handlebars, eventually persuading me to dislodge one hand so we could give each other high fives while riding. When I reflect on our time at business school, these bike rides with Tess stand out. Because in many ways, these little bike rides brought to me what I think Tess brought to our entire class. The inspiration to go a little faster, to try something new, to teach and support others with patience and kindness, and also the importance of enjoying the ride along the way, having fun, and always taking a moment to celebrate. I also think that this is Tess's special sauce. Her confidence is contagious. She has the charming ability to convince everyone that they can do anything. Whether it's convincing me that I could ride a bike with one hand, convincing Reed that he could do choreography, or getting a bunch of us to move here for a weekend and play field games in Texas-themed outfits. Yeah. On one of our very first nights in Palo Alto, as Tess and I shared a ride home from dinner, I asked her how she felt about coming to school with a boyfriend. And the rumors I'd heard about significant others being left behind or feeling left out. And she replied, if anyone wants to be my friend, they have to love Reed or else. Otherwise, they're not worth it anyway. I've since come to learn that moments like these are rare with Tess. Moments where she's riled up or annoyed or not chill are saved for very, very special occasions. Needless to say, no one was going to mess with Reed. Reed, you're a gem. You are wise, a trusted and honest voice of reason, a calming presence in moments of chaos, the perfect complement to our beloved hot mess Tess. When I imagine Tess racing down a hill full speed, ahead on her bike, Reed is beside her, ensuring that the tires are pumped, the helmets are fastened tightly, and that the GPS is steering them in the right direction. I'm wishing you two a lifetime together of zipping downhill fast and pushing each other up hills that are harder to climb. I promise that I'll be there along the way for the next mid-ride high fives. I love you both. Cheers to Tess and Reed.
That was amazing. All right. Listen, guys, we got our first group act for the night. We got it all tonight. All right, you're going to go back. Maybe you're going to text someone. We got it all. Singles, group act. Let's give it up for the live, the laugh, the love. Who's it going to be? Krista, Mel, and...
Krista Mel.
Krista, Mel, Christine, let's go. We got one more and then karaoke. We got it all, guys. I don't know what you've been doing the last 2 years, but we've been planning this wedding.
Okay, I hate to break it to you guys, but this is not a group act. And Christine is not here.
See, I knew it. She's in the round.
But I'm going to do a little episode of Mythbusters first. The story of Tess and Reed does not include hand-holding in a taxi.
Great job.
It involves an after-hours club in Austin, Texas. But I'm just going to leave you with that breadcrumb, and you can figure out the rest. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Melissa, Tess's childhood partner in crime and dance. We spent our first years together wearing awful polka dot costumes and gyrating to 90s rave music like we had no business doing as third graders. Someone talked about defecating, so I'll talk about urinating. Tess is the only person who's made me laugh so hard that we simultaneously peed in our leotards together. In our adolescence, we escalated to lighting hairspray on fire in the bathroom. Sorry, Steve and Di. We didn't light the house on fire, but we almost did. Don't let Tess fool you. She's both street and book smart. The Mannings were a second family to me growing up, and I was lucky enough to have the privilege of school night sleepovers with Tess when my brother was hospitalized. I wanted a sister, and that's exactly what Tess is to me. I also always wished I was Cajun, so thanks Di for all the gumbo, and thanks Steve for putting up with all of our shenanigans. With all the suffering and loss in the world, I'm humbled to be here with you all celebrating life and honoring unconditional love. Reed, thank you for making one of my best friends the happiest she could possibly be. You are both intelligent, grounded, gregarious, fun-loving, and charitable. My life is better because I know you both. This wouldn't be a cheesy wedding speech if I didn't add a quote, so y'all can lift your glasses. May your love be modern enough to survive the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever.
Love it. Mel, you're not gonna know it. Group acts with Krista.
And yeah, she said everything I needed to say, so I think I'm done. All right, so Tess and I were friends in kindergarten, so that makes her my oldest friend.
Hey.
Which also means that we have seen each other through our most awkward phases. And so one of the things that we used to do is we used to make these home videos, and one in particular that comes to mind is a Avril Lavigne music video to Skater Boy, which I believe is maybe Annie's best birthday present that she has ever received. And we were also both really into Lord of the Rings, and one year for Halloween we dressed up as Frodo and Smeagol when we were way beyond the appropriate age to go trick-or-treating. And Tess obviously was Smeagol. She had perfected her Smeagol voice and happened to just like have this mask. I don't think she got it for Halloween. I think she just had this mask. And she got a lot of use out of it too. Like she wore it in high school. She wore it in college. It's in the slideshow. But that is what I have always loved about Tess, is that she has always been her authentic self. She has goofy and kind and fun and adventurous and so caring. Although she does tend to always torture me with a hike whenever I go and visit her. That's like way beyond my skill level. Even this weekend, of course, she has a hike planned. And then one of my favorite stories with Reed is we went to go to the Shifters Bar in Cold Spring, Texas, which is where the Manning's Lake House is. And we walked in, we were all wearing masks, and so they legitimately thought that we were doctors, but they were especially fascinated with Reed because I guess he's tall and Jewish and has a New York license. And like much to his chagrin, a bunch of them ran up to him asking for high fives and like, "Are you from New York City? Is it true?" But seriously, you guys are the best couple that I know, and I am so happy to be here this weekend to see you guys get married, and I love you both so much. And shout out to Di and Steve. I don't know where you guys are, but you are the most fun and generous people that I know, so thank you so much for everything. Cheers!
Thank you. That was beautiful.
That was great. Give it up. Krista, Mel, definitely not Christine. She's not here yet. We'll shout her out later. She's on. We'll see her later. All right. Listen, you guys know, after us, you're up here. We're doing karaoke. You're all up. Do you know that?
Yes.
Jesus. It's like, what's going on?
Yes.
You know, it's Friday night. What? Hey, did you know it's Friday night?
Yes.
Did you know that we're at Camp Balcones? Did you know that we're celebrating Rita Tess? Okay, then let's get the fuck up for our next presenter because he's about to make love to your ears. You better get comfortable. You better pour yourself something nice. Get comfortable and give it up for Greg Kahn. Greg Kahn, where you at? Greg Kahn?
Scotty Cat. Scotty Cat. Amazing, amazing.
Here it comes, baby. Waiting a long time for this. Y'all ever seen Bert and Ernie? That shit look like me and Reed. No, I'm kidding. That's not the version. This is not the version. Reset. Meldon Boulevard. Beechwood, Ohio. 1989, 90, late summer. Greg, his name is Reed. Could be a good friend for you. What's his name? Reed. Now I'm 5 years old. I'm learning to read and understand basic English here. Mom, you're gonna sit here and tell me this guy's name is Reed? So then I start thinking, okay. All right, the only name that I know that sounds remotely like Reed is my mom's friend, Rita. So now I'm thinking, okay, his name must be Rita. So I walk across the street to introduce myself. And as I'm walking, I'm thinking, Rita. Rita. Am I really gonna call him Rita? So there he is, side of the house, climbing a tree with his brother. The moment of truth. And I say, hey, friend. What'd you call me? Friend? Huh? Reed? Yeah, that's my name. This is my brother Eric. You're pretty short. What are you looking at? Climb the tree. Cut to commercial. So who knew? 25 years later, Burning Man, Black Rock City, Nevada, 4 a.m., leopard spandex. Reed! Gee, I'm right here. Okay. Don't leave me. I'm freaking out. Dude, I haven't left you. I've been here the whole time. Okay. Reed! Where are you, Reed? Dude, I'm right here. I'm freaking here. I haven't left you. You're freaking out, man. I love you, Reed. Cut to commercial. 7 years later, Camp Balcones Springs, Marble Falls, Texas, 9 p.m., 10 p.m.
Thank you, we're getting there.
Cowboy chic. Reed, you're marrying a Tess from Texas. A real life cowgirl. A Stanford cowgirl. Who can mingle with the best of them. Reed, you've made it. Tess, you've married a Reed. Who would have thought? A Jewish Reed from Cleveland. A Reedberg. Reed Sinenberg. Shaped like a ketchup bottle. A ketchup bottle that's been yelling like Larry David about being half empty since forever. Tess, you have filled the impossible bottle. You have filled Reed. The guy has never been more in demand because of you. I freaking love you two. Everybody here freaking loves you two. It's a one hell of a match, everybody. A lifetime more of fun, love, and blessings. L'chaim, salud, cheers, peace be the journey, friends.
So we still have some great speeches that are going to come down the line.
Meagan wants to go. Let it go.
Megan's actually, you know what? That's not true. We're gonna have one more speech right now, and then we have some karaoke. And we don't have enough. There's a sign-up list up here. We need all of your names on
We gotta
there.
intro Megan. Come on.
And then last intro Megan.
We're going on. We're going. Bring her in. We're bringing her in so she can get drunk. You know.
I mean, what's there to say about you? I mean, you're about to kill it.
Okay.
I think the crowd's warmed up. You're about
think they are.
look great.
Thank you.
All right, Meg.
All right, hi everyone. I'm Meagan O'Shaughnessy, and I have known Tess, which it's very hard to believe. I've known you for over 10 years from meeting at a Christmas party with our neighbors in Park City. And very quickly, this is kind of the theme of the night, but you became the sister I never had. Our lives quickly overlapped, and I moved to New York, and then we applied to business school at the same time, and then we quarantined in Utah together. Ever since you met Reed, it was clear that you were made for one another. Reed, you're always up for an adventure, whether it be skiing in Vermont, waking up at 4 a.m. to get there, hiking in Utah, or using every ounce of patience you have to teach us a new board game. You have become a brother to me and one of my dearest friends as well. Together, your love is so much bigger than the love you have for one another. Your love makes everyone happier to be in your presence and makes us walk this world as better people. Thinking about the love you share, I couldn't find the words, so I drew on the wise words of Paulo Coelho, which is a book that Tess and I spoke about extensively before we decided to make big changes in our lives. It only felt appropriate to reference his words about the power of love. So with that, when he looked into her eyes, he learned the most important part of the language that all the world spoke, the language that everyone on earth was capable of understanding in their heart. It was love, something older than humanity, more ancient than the desert. What the boy felt at that moment was that he was in the presence of the only woman in his life, and that with no need for words, she recognized the same thing. Because when you know the language, it's easy to understand that someone in the world awaits you, whether it's in the middle of the desert or in some great city like New York. And when the two people encounter each other, the past and the future become unimportant. There is only that moment and the incredible certainty that everything under the sun has been written by one hand only, and that hand evokes love and creates a twin soul for every person in the world. Without such love, one's dreams would have no meaning. So with that, a toast to a life of happiness and the joy that you bring to all of our lives. And let's get this karaoke party started.
Bring in the karaoke. Oh, one other announcement. One other announcement is that they're still serving liquor. So, woo! So that's good news. And then, if you want to come up, we do the next.
I think we're just gonna start it off with like making everybody knows the general topic. I don't know a song. I don't know a song.
So we're gonna do one quick happy birthday. For Wayne Tucker.
All right.
Yeah, we have one request.
And then we need you all to get up, have fun, drink, and put your damn names on this list. Steve Manning, we're looking at you.
Steve, you're up. Crazy. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wayne. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Birthday to you. We're still going. Don't leave me hanging. Happy birthday, dear Wayne. Happy days. His hand in the bag. Happy birthday, Wayne. 50 years young. 50 years young, ladies and gents. Oh, I think you have to dance now, Wayne. Yeah.
Kalo Kumpla.
Hey, ladies. All right, I lost my Spanish speaker here. Who's coming up for karaoke? Come on up. We We promise we won't make you do a speech. I see Patrick. Patrick looks like he wants to sing. Patrick. Oh, here we go. Steve's ready. Steve's ready.
Yeah, why should